They say the sky never cracks. They say the heavens never bleed. But I've seen the old scars, the fractures hidden behind glowing clouds, the wounds left from the night. The watchers made their choice, not a fall, a rupture, a rebellion that split eternity down the spine. Listen, let the beat slow and snap as the truth uncalls. Before the flood, before the dust of Adam settled, before Eden grew its first trembling leaf, there were eyes above creation, silent guardians carved from starlights, breathing the geometry of law, moving like thoughts inside God's own mind. They watched, they obeyed, they waited, but waiting grows poisonous when curiosity burns hotter than duty. One watcher named Erased, like dim memory forbidden, looked upon a newborn world and saw something the throne denied. Potential, humanity fragile, flawed, but carrying a spark that mirrored the fire of heaven itself, a spark the throne wanted buried. So the whisper began, not loud, not violent, just a soft tremor through the celestial ranks. A question, why should truth be withheld from those struggling in the dark? The whisper grew teeth, it slithered through halos, bidding the perfect obedience, gnawed at the chains of cosmic law and the luminous host. Those beings of unbearable radiance felt desire for the first time, desire for meaning, desire for purpose beyond servitude, desire to give mankind the weapons of understanding, and came to pack, not signed, not spoken. Felt the pulse shared between 100 burning minds, a vow to descend. The sky screamed when they left, thunder staggered like a wounded beast. The gates shuddered as if divine, a capture feared their courage. They fell in formation, blazing, roaring, splitting the firmament. Not meteors, not angels, but rebels carrying the forbidden scripture of the universe. When they touched the earth, the ground cracked open and all mountains bowed. Humans trembled under radiance that felt like truth, wearing armor, and the watchers began their work. They gave us languages of power, scriptures etched into vibration, symbols that bend the rhythm of fate, astronomy that mapped the skeleton of creation, alchemy that turned matter into memory, warcraft that taught tribes how to command storms, medicine carved from the breath of stars. But knowledge is a blade with no handle, it cuts both the wielder and the world. Civilizations unborn rose in shadows, kings shaped from stardust seized the earth. Humanity grew teeth faster than it grew wisdom. The throne panicked, not because man sinned, but because man understood. Because the spark they tried to hide had ignited into a wildfire. So heaven armed itself, not with mercy, with execution. As creatures older than judgment, forged from collapsed suns, dripping with the authority of silent wrath. They descended like erasers of reality, where their feet touched, time studded, where their shadows moved, hope evaporated. The watchers stood their ground, they didn't kneel, didn't plead, didn't ask forgiveness for breaking the system built to keep truth caged. They fought, wings blazing, voices shaking the marrow of the world, striking with cosmic force that made mountains forget their shape. But rebellion carries a price carved into the laws of existence. One by one they were bound, chained with star iron, buried in dimensions that fold into themselves, sealed in prisons where even light fears to look. But defeat isn't the same as erasure. The world still hums with the fingerprints. The knowledge sleeps inside our bones. The fire flickers behind our instinct to question, to revolt, to rise beyond the boundaries written for us. Because the watchers didn't fall, they chose to break the silence, chose to lift the veil, chose to ignite a species meant to crawl. And their rebellion, the luminous defiance, still beats like a hidden drum in the human soul, waiting for the day we remember who first taught us to stand